ऋक्षयो दयम् प्रहसिताननम् प्रेम वीक्षणम् बृहदुराश्रियो वीक्ष्य नाम ते मुहुरति स्पृहा मुह्यते मना. O beloved Master, having seen you as you conversed intimately with us in secret place, your smiling face, which act as a stimulus for our amorous desires, your glancing at us with love, and your expansive chest, which is the eternal resting place of the goddess of fortune, our hankering to meet with you has increased manifold, and our minds are repeatedly bewildered. तो हम गोपी गीत के अभी 17वें श्लोक पर हैं. तो इसमें गोपियां जो हैं बहुत ब्यूटीफुली इस वर्ष के अंदर जो है बोल रही हैं भगवान को कि आप हमसे जिस तरीके से बात करते हो, आपका फेस और जो आपके फेस है, स्माइलिंग फेस है, वो हमारे अंदर बहुत सारे डिजायर्स को जगा देता है. You're glancing at us with love, and your expansive chest, which is the eternal resting place, the god of fortune, our hankering to meet with you has increased manifold, and our mind are repeatedly
Yeah.
bewildered. The apparent and the most common meaning of this verse is given in its translation, but its deeper significance is explained in the Acharya's commentaries. ठीक है ना? In his commentary to the previous verse, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur quote the gopis telling Krishna, "You are a cheater, and you've also been cheated." When the entire world is there, a youth who is as cruel-hearted and merciless as you. We teenage gopis are qualified, beautiful, and sweet. We have come to you of our own accord, and yet you have neglected us. We previously thought of you as a soft hearted and magnanimous, but now we see that you have none of these qualities. You are simply a cheater. We became bewildered by the song of your flute and have come here. We must have transferred all our bad qualities to us, and that is why we are now devoid of discrimination and intelligence. In particular, you possess five features, Kamadev's five arrows, and you have used these arrows to pierce our hearts. As a result, we have lost our mind, our memories, and our intelligence, and we now find ourselves here. Those five arrows entered our heart through our eyes and wounded us. Now our hearts are burning, and that is why we have come running here. You should free us from this sin, this pain. The first arrow, the Gopi explained, is the conversation we previously had with you in solitary places, yani Rahasi Samvido. In those conversations, you begged something from us, something we are reluctant to openly express. Actually, you begged us for our prema. Sometimes you beg through the song of your flute, and sometimes you directly express your prayers in words. Your second arrow is a calm in your heart. Re Chayodayam. Rasi Samvido, Re Chayodayam. Yani कि upon seeing us, you become full of karma and hinted to us to meet with you, trying to persuade us with your entreaties. You showed us your heart, and we saw that it was full of desire to meet with us. When you saw your heart burning in this way, we felt great pity for you and came running here to save you. And on an account of seeing the desire in your heart, our own heart become filled with such desires. We are now in the same condition as you. However, you should understand that we have not come here because of our own condition, but because of yours. By the word prahasitanam, the gopis refer to Sri Krishna's laughing and smiling. He wanted the gopis to meet with him, and by his laughing and smiling, he inspired in them his desire for Kama. The gopi says, your heart, your third arrow, is your smiling face. A flower can smile, but it cannot speak. On the other hand, your face not only smiles, but it tells us something. It begs for something with sidelong glances and laughter, which is your fourth arrow. Vikshanam means sidelong glances. Prema Vikshanam refers to Sri Krishna's sidelong, lovingly, Krishna's glancing lovingly at the gopis from the corner of his eyes, and he wants something from them and beg for it by his glance. The gopis continue, and the fifth arrow is your broad chest. When they speak about Krishna's chest, they really mean to say, we realize that your chest was burning with desire to meet with us. Your heart was pounding as you considered how to meet us. We know this from Lakshmi, who sits on your chest on the form of a turf or golden hair. Seeing all this and realizing that every part of your heart is filled with longing to associate with us, we became bewildered and maddened with the desire to protect you and give you what you want. The mood is called Shushkaya Pranaya Bhava. Hmm? So, and it is present only in Srimati Radhika. So, who cannot pray in the way that this verse is generally translated? Chandravali does not share Radhika's mood at all. ठीक है Chandravali cannot share. She doesn't share Radhika's mood at all. Rather, her words and mood are found in the journal meaning in the translation. While the journal meaning of the verse is also correct, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has explained the verse in this particular way. This is because in his Siddha form, as a gopi, he is an associate of Sri Rupa Manjari, who is the leader of Srimati Radhika's intimate maid servants, and always serving or glorifying her mood. Not only is Rupa Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur very near and dear to Rupa Manjari, but he is said to be an incarnation of Rupa Goswami, whose gopi form is Sri Rupa Manjari. Thus, it is Radhika's mood that he expresses in his commentary. This is a very important point to understand that जैसे था ना श्री चैतन्य मनोविष्टम स्थापितम येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदामह्यम ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम वैसे कहते हैं श्री रूप मनोविष्टम स्थापितम येन भूतले स्वयं विश्वनाथ ठाकुर जो है ही हैज मैनिफेस्टेड और ही हैज टेकन बर्थ। तो रूप गोस्वामी का री इनकारनेशन बताया जाता है इनको विश्वनाथ चंद्र ठाकुर बात को, क्योंकि रूप गोस्वामी की बहुत सारी बुक्स थी। आउट ऑफ दैट थ्री मेन बुक्स आर देयर। एक है भक्ति रसामृत सिंधु, तो उन्होंने उसका सूत्र फॉर्म में उसको दिया भक्ति रसामृत सिंधु बिंदु। एक थी वन अदर बुक इज उज्जवल नीलमणि, सो ही हैज गिवन द एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ उज्जवल नीलमणि किरण। ठीक है। और एक बुक थी भावना भगवतात, एक मिनट, नाम भूल जाता हूँ मैं उसका, हमेशा मुंह में नहीं आ रहा। ठीक है। तो किरण, कर्ण, सिंधु, बिंदु, किरण और कर्ण, ऐसी कर्ण है। भावना था समथिंग लाइक दिस, आई एम फॉरगेटिंग द नेम एनीवेज। मे भी आगे चल के आएगा शायद इसके अंदर। तो इसलिए बताया जा रहा है कि जैसे कि एक बड़ी सिंपल सी बात है कि एक गुरु ने आके इंस्ट्रक्शन दी। गुरु ने आके बोला कि मैं चाहता हूं कि मेरे डिसाइबल जो हैं, जितने मेरे डिसाइबल्स हैं, वो अपनी मेंटेलिटी बदलें। अब उनके 20 डिसाइबल, एक को लगेगा मेंटेलिटी का मतलब है मुझे जो है ब्रॉड माइंडेड बनना है। एक सोचेगा कि मेंटेलिटी का मतलब है कि मेरी ना बड़ी गंदी मेंटेलिटी है कि मैं बहुत कम पैसे कमा के रहना चाहता हूँ, मुझे ना ज़्यादा पैसे कमाने चाहिए ताकि मैं गुरु जी के आश्रम में पैसे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा दे सकूँ। एक बंदा सोचेगा यार मेंटेलिटी बदलने की कह रहे हैं, गुरुदेव सोच रहे हैं कि मेरा जो माइंड सेट है, हाँ, और मेरा लोगों के साथ डीलिंग करने का तरीका ठीक नहीं है, तो इसलिए मेरे को अपनी मेंटेलिटी बदल के लोगों के साथ डीलिंग नहीं करनी चाहिए। तो कोई तो मेंटेलिटी बदलने को एक सोर्स ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट की वे में लेगा, कोई मेंटेलिटी बदलने को अपनी सोच बदलने को लेके उसको भौतिक डिजायर की तरफ डाइवर्ट कर देगा, कोई किसी और डिजायर में डाइवर्ट कर देगा। ऐसे डाइवर्जन होते रहेंगे। यू गेट योर पॉइंट। लेकिन वो सब डाइवर्जन तो होंगे, वो अकॉर्डिंग टू अवर अंडरस्टैंडिंग होंगे। लेकिन जो गुरु का बहुत इंटीमेट डिसाइपल है, उसको समझ में आया गुरु मेंटेलिटी बदलने के लिए कह रहे हैं कि मेरी पाप करने की प्रवृत्ति है, मुझे उसको बदलना चाहिए, मेरी आपराधिक प्रवृत्ति है, उसको बदलना चाहिए। और मुझे मेंटेलिटी बदलने का मतलब ये भी गुरुदेव कहना चाहते हैं कि मुझे सबके अंदर पंडिता सम दर्शिना, मुझे पंडित बदलना है ताकि मेरा सबके प्रति समभाव हो। तो एक इंस्ट्रक्शन, देखिए समझने के 5-6 तरीके, है ना। उसी तरीके से बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है हमारा, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है ये। विश्वनाथ जी ठाकुर पाल जो है, उन्होंने भी वो राधा रानी की वो रूप मंजरी के अनुगत्य में है, और रूप मंजरी का भी अवतार भी बताया जा रहा है उनको। तो उनसे अच्छा राधा रानी का मूड कोई नहीं समझ सकता, तो इसीलिए इसको एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं। चंद्रावली का मीनिंग तो कुछ भी हो सकता है, तो बिल्कुल सिंपल होगा, लेकिन राधा रानी का मीनिंग हमेशा अलग होगा। जैसे पहले बताया कि हर गोपी ने इसको गाया है अलग अलग, स्वपक्ष, विपक्ष, सुर और तटस्थ। ये सब गोपियों का भाव जो है भगवान के प्रति अलग है। सो in Vaishnava Toshti Shri Rajiv Goswami, who is in his Siddha form as a gopi in the Vilap, as a Vilap Manjari, Vilas Manjari, another attendant of Srila Rupa Manjari, reveals the same sentiments as Vishwanath Thakur does, but with some speciality. He explained this with the words Rik Chayodayan and Muryate Mana. The gopis tell Shri Krishna, your glances tell us that the disease of karma has arise in your heart, and therefore you cannot sit peacefully. That is why you called us. We realize this, and being bewildered, we came here to give you relief from your desires. Rik means Hridaya, and Saya means disease of love, and Udayan means rising. So Krishna asks, how do you know that my heart is full of karma? Then Krishna, the gopis reply, rehearsing some with those solitary conversations, referring to your meeting with him before he disappeared. When he had confided something to them in a solitary place. मतलब जब वही हम बात की जाती है तो कृष्ण ने ना कृष्ण अकेले में गोपियों से मजाक में बहुत सारी बातें ऐसी बोलते हैं कहते हैं दिस ऑल दिस थिंग्स शोज दैट यू हैव लॉट ऑफ लस्ट इन योर हार्ट देयर आर सो मेनी वेज टू एक्सप्रेस वंस आइडिया बाय हिंट एंड सजेशन मतलब व्यंजन बाय साइंस एंड सिम्टम्स यानी लक्षण एंड बाय डायरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट अभिधा सो व्यंग है ना व्यंग बोलते हैं ना व्यंग करना या लक्षण ठीक है या फिर अभिधा so those who are expert in prema do not express their intention directly but with the hint and suggestion for example when Vrinda Devi sees Krishna placing on his neck a garland made of yellow champak flower she tells Srimati Radhika Krishna told me to bring you to him. He wants to be the garland on your neck. So please go to him at once. Another example is that when Krishna embraces a cow, it is to be understood that he has some other intention. The gopis had seen Krishna's love-letting glance. They had seen him looking at them with thirsty eyes, and now they tell him, you are thirsty. You wanted to drink nectar, and you looked towards us to fulfill that desire. Though we had no need of it for it, you also showed us your chest, which is the abode of all kinds of beauty, because Sri Lakshmi Devi lives there. The sight of your chest causes to also become full of desire. Two actions occurs in the verse, having seen Vikshana or Spriha. यानी कृष्णा द गोपीज एक्सपीरियंस डिजायर स्पृहा ठीक है तो द वर्ड बृहद उरश्रिया विक्ष्य एंड अति स्पृहा डिनोट something very profound. Brihad indicates that Krishna's feeling is extremely deep, and with the word Uraha Shriyo and Gopis imply, we can see what is in your heart, and we see it, and your face affirms it. If your heart is full of sorrow, your face expresses it. If you have great prema in your heart, your face reveals this, and if you are angry, your face shows that as well. It tell it tells all. We looked at your face and understood that you have an intense desire for our association. Seeing this desire within your heart, we yearn to satisfy it. It seems that the gopis are expressing their own desires and begging for it to be fulfilled. But this is the external meaning. According to the general meaning, the gopis are expressing their intense longing. We want to be whole, we held or to your chest. Actually, they are seeing Krishna Ati Spriha. He is yearning for them, and they consider how is it that, although Krishna is a male, he is so bewildered. He cannot control his feeling. He tries to attract us with his 5 arrows of Cupid, but he fails. He wants to give him a remedy for the fire of his desire, but we become completely bewildered when we try to think of what to do. The general meaning of this verse is that Krishna's broad chest is very captivating and is one of his arrow of Cupid. According to this meaning, the word Shriyo indicates that his chest is the center of all varieties of sweetness and beauty. in which case the gopis tell him, we saw your chest, and as a result, we become bewildered. I've also explained the gopis' inner meaning. Krishna has a deep desire, atispriha. Having seen this, we have a great eagerness, and atispriha to protect him and fulfill that desire. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Jiva Goswami has explained the Muhyate Manaha has still another meaning in the previous verse. The gopis told Krishna, first you called us, then we came to you, neglecting the order of our parents, husband, and our relatives. Pati Sutavaya Bhratra Bandhava. At that time, we saw the five arrows of Kamadev in your possession, and we saw how those five arrows are actually you and yourself. But now we see that those five arrows are practically brought you to the point of death because of your karma. You have come to the 10th and the last stage, death. That is why we have come running here, bewildered with the anxiety as to how to protect you. The gopis wants to serve Krishna in all the ways. All these pastimes have several meanings and deep moods. There are many meanings of this verse that have not been discussed in the commentaries, but they cannot be disclosed. To disclose confidential subject matter in the presence of many persons is aptly expressed as breaking earthen pot in the midst of market where hundreds of thousands of persons are present. When confidential topics are spoken to an unqualified audience, the sprout of bhakti in the heart of the audience is injured and the result is chaos. In due course, after your sadhana and bhajan are matured, all the details will automatically manifest within your heart. I have given your eyes, given you eyes to see the path required to realize these pastimes. Use them and think, and be blessed by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the completion of the 17th verse. We have only two verses left, and two verses are very long and very big. So we are going to read it next time, tomorrow. Huh. Hare Krishna. So, any question, any doubt? Any Khushi? Wow, good to see you today.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Then Pranam.
Where have you lost?
Yes, Prabhuji, I was lost.
Everything is okay?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You did not attend our